For almost 3 years now, I have essentially turned my back on the American way of life. You know, big houses, big cars, big egos, well, everything. I have essentially made myself homeless and without a home base, unless you count a 30-foot converted school bus, which is currently parked somewhere in California waiting my return from wherever the hell I am. And do you know what question I get asked almost every single day? Where are you from? And I have no idea. How do I answer that? Do I say where I was born? Do I say where my last permanent residence was? Where the bus is parked? I have no idea how to answer that frickin' question. I mean, there's a part of me that wants to go on this big, long, dark soliloquy of, you know, how I'm no longer an American and how I'm a citizen of the world. And part of me just wants to go, yeah, I'm from Miami. Let's just skip that part and move on to the next question. I mean, it's a hard thing to answer. Hi, I'm Rick, and welcome back to The Journey. Yeah, home. Home where roots run deep, where everyone knows your name. No, wait, that's a sitcom from the 1980s. No, home is an even more difficult question to answer than that. You see, the concept of home, it means so much to so many different people. Sometimes it's a place, it's a location. Sometimes it's just a 20-mile radius around the place where you happen to have been conceived. Home means a lot to everyone, but what it usually means to most people is an anchor. It's a place to identify themselves, a place to, well, call home. As far as what it means for me, hell, I don't even know anymore. I don't really have a clue. I'm just gonna do this again without people. As far as me, 3 years ago, I quit everything. I quit my job. I quit my previous life. I traveled. I converted a school bus, lived in it for a while, and now I traveled some more. Hell, I'm in Albania, for God's sakes. I am far, far away from home. And I'll tell you what I'm even further away from is the American way of life, the American dream. So yeah, that question, where are you from? It puzzles me still to this day. I do not know how to answer it because I don't know what home is right now. You know, there's a part of me that just so desperately wants to get into the why. Why am I making this video? Why am I dumping on America? But at the same time, I kind of got to get into the what. And I'm also in a completely new place in Albania right now that I've never walked before. So I'm very much distracted and like looking at funky buildings like that. Oh, I know where I am. The maps finally started getting stitched together. All right, I think I know where we need to go and continue this discussion about the what. So I usually tell people that I live in a school bus and it happens to be parked in the States. So technically, I guess I'm a school bus American, which is really cool because people always go, ooh, you live in a schoolie. I wish I could be like that. That's a really cool clock tower. Sorry, I'm slightly distracted and I'm trying not to point the camera at families walking by. I also tell people that I travel a lot. You know, we've been in Spain, we've been all throughout Eastern Europe. God, I'm digressing again. I really should have taken some ADD medicine. Okay, that's basically my life, is I live, I travel. The reason I do that is because I like people, I like cultures, I like exploring. And the only way you can do that is to get out of your suburban home. So that's the what. Okay, that's not to say that my chosen way of life is without its ups and downs, without its difficulties. We tend to stay in a lot of hostels, which means we live and sleep and breathe inside of a lot of bunk beds. Oh, there's a prophetic question. What do you want to be? What do you want to be? Oh, I guess I should answer that one as well. Anyway, like I say, we don't live in hotels because I hate living in hotels. I love living out of a backpack. I love having everything that I possibly could need, own, or want strapped to my back. But at the same time, this whole what gets old sometimes. You're never in a place long enough to actually really enjoy it, get to know people. You're always moving on. So there's a balance. People who have a traditional home, well, they don't have to worry about a lot of that. Oh, and by the way, it's pushing 100 degrees here today. That's forgive the sweaty appearance. I'm moist. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, at the risk of getting you moist. Yeah, that's better. Maybe I'll just make the rest of the video from here. There's a line. I guess I shouldn't. Okay, there is a certain contingent of Americans, and I'm sure some of you are actively typing this in the comments right now. You hate America. Why don't you just stay away? I don't hate America. I truly don't. It's not a big Super Bowl World Cup for you Europeans. It's not somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. That's the part I'm trying to get away from. Okay, let me try to find a piece of shade where I can sit down and explain all of that. Nikki and I sort of made, there's a fly on the camera. Nikki and I sort of made an agreement that we would stay away from the United States throughout the entirety of 2024. And the reason is we just didn't want to be wrapped up in the nonsense. It's an election year over there, for those of you who may not have seen, and it's not going to be an election of policies, an election of ideals. It's going to be a name-calling contest so that my side hates your side, somebody's got to die, somebody's got to get beaten up. It's all bullshit, and we don't want to be there for it. Absolutely cannot stand the nonsense, so we want to stay away. Do I hate America? No. Do I hate the nonsense that America is going through for the past many, many years now? Yeah. I don't want to be a part of it anymore, especially during the election year. I cannot be a part of it. My mental health prohibits me from being a part of it, which now begs the big question. You know, everyone says, well, how can you fix it? You need to stay and work on it. Well, I'm staying and working on myself because I can't change the mentality of the reality TV, America wants to be entertained culture. The only thing I can do is try to save my sanity. So yeah, I guess you could say I ran away from home. You know, like when you were a kid, you put that little bag on a stick and you walk around and, you know, you get 2 blocks away and your mommy comes and gets you. Well, my mommy didn't come and get me. So is that too old of a visual? I don't think the kids know what that is anymore. I ran away from home, and then I'm spending the rest of my life trying to figure out what the hell that means. You know, it's funny, when I first started my YouTube channel, I had the mission in my head of converting people to my way of life, to my way of thinking. You know, I get it. What I do is not for everybody. Yeah, people probably only watch me because they're interested in the foolishness that I'm doing, not that they want to emulate me. So yeah, I truly understand. I'm unique. I am doing something that 99.9% of the people do not want to do. I don't know if you can see it over there. That's the pyramid. That's the pyramid that I climbed the other day. We're not going to be doing that again this time. No, sorry, no. But you know, here's the fun part, the part that a lot of people don't quite understand about us Americans. You know, we scream the word freedom like it's our holy grail, our golden icon, or whatever you want to call it. But yet, you can't give other people the freedom to be what they want to be. Everyone's like, you have to conform, you have to do this. This is the greatest American way of life. And well, yeah, it is for a lot of people, but isn't freedom bidirectional? I mean, if I'm allowing other people the freedom to do what they want, believe what they want, act like they want without my criticism, shouldn't people like me be entitled to the same thing? So that's all part of the mix that I'm trying to figure out, I guess. By the way, just a quick side note about Tirana, Albania. It is such a cool frickin' city. I mean, this is part of the reason why I travel, because you find things like this. We really love this place. It's in a European city. It's nice, but it's welcoming, it's fun, and everywhere you turn around, they have cigars. Oops. Everywhere you turn around, there's something really new, cool, and interesting. I could not say that about my suburban existence. Again, not preaching. It's just, if you want something new, you probably want to get away from the old. All right, there I said it. Sorry. Okay, let's stop swirling around the drain and start getting to the meat of it. That was a really horrible mixed metaphor. Yeah, I stepped off the train. I stepped off the American way of life. And here's the sad part. In order to do that, you really have to make changes. I mean, the American way of life requires money. It requires you to save, build, so you can ride out your remaining years in luxury. Well, if I'm not on the path anymore, I can't do the luxury thing. I'm living on Social Security. I'm on a fixed income and on the $120 a month I make from this YouTube channel. So I have to live like this. I have to live in a bus. I have to live in really inexpensive cities like Tirana, Albania, because that's the only way I can do this. Now, is it worth it? Yeah, to me it is. I made a conscious choice to live like that, with the benefits of being somewhere new, with the downsides of being away from home and family. This is what I can afford, but this is also what I love and enjoy. And I really didn't have too many other options to put everything together. So, where is home? Where are you from, Rick? I still don't have an answer to that question, but I am getting closer, I think. It's, home is right here. Home is where I am. Home is not a place. Home is not an epicenter. Home is who I am and who I'm with. And I'm beginning to learn that more and more every single day. Maybe tomorrow's learning will be different. I don't know, but that's what I got for now. Be healthy, be happy, and we will see you really, really soon. This is probably the best pizza I have had in so long. It is from a place called Paris Pizza. The guy just showed up and he pointed at this. He said, spicy. I am in absolute heaven, not because it's hot, because it's just so frickin' flavorful. Literally the best pizza I've had in a very long time.